Do you ever feel like your dyslexia is holding you back? It's frustrating when you see others breeze through tasks that seem impossible for you. But what if I told you that your unique brain might actually be hiding some incredible strengths? When we think of dyslexia, we often think of the struggles, the difficulties with reading, the frustration in the classroom or in the workplace. But what if I told you that there's more to dyslexia than just the challenges? One of the biggest misconceptions about dyslexia is that it's a disability, a weakness that holds people back. And yes, it's true that people with dyslexia often face some pretty tough obstacles. They might struggle with reading, writing, and spelling, and they might need to work harder to keep up in school or in their careers. But that doesn't mean that they're not capable of achieving great things. In fact, many people with dyslexia have developed incredible strengths that help them succeed in ways that others can't. For example, people with dyslexia often have amazing creativity, problem-solving skills, and resilience. They're able to think outside the box to come up with innovative solutions to complex problems. And because they've had to work harder to overcome their challenges, they're often more determined, more driven, and more passionate about their goals. But despite these strengths, people with dyslexia often face a lot of self-doubt and negative self-talk. They might feel like they're not good enough, that they're stupid, or that they'll never succeed. And this can be really tough to overcome, especially when it seems like everyone around them is doing just fine. Societal perceptions don't help either. Many people still view dyslexia as a weakness, as something that's holding someone back. They might pity people with dyslexia or try to fix them without realizing that dyslexia is just a part of who these people are. And this can be really damaging because it reinforces the idea that people with dyslexia are somehow broken, that they need to be fixed. But in truth, people with dyslexia are not broken. They're just wired differently, and that's what makes them so unique, so talented, and so powerful. And we start to view dyslexia as a strength rather than a weakness. That's when we start to unlock our full potential. People with dyslexia have made some incredible contributions to our world. They're artists, inventors, entrepreneurs, and leaders using their unique perspectives and skills to make a real difference. For example, did you know that dyslexia appears at a higher rate in entrepreneurs than in the general population? Okay, so how do you discover your dyslexia-generated gifts or those of your dyslexic child or spouse? The first step is to actively look for signs of a special gift. Do you or your loved ones seem to have a knack for looking at complicated problems in a different way and providing solutions that surprise people? Are there any signs of exceptional creative ability? It can show up as talent in art, dancing, music, or even sports. Despite possible confusion of individual directions such as left and right, are you or your loved one able to look at a given physical situation and grasp it in its entirety? That may be hard to detect, but it is the gift of looking at a three-dimensional situation and understanding both the whole picture as well as the relationships between the different objects that make up the whole. Signs of this can be an ability to almost effortlessly create diagrams, drawings, or three-dimensional models. Are you or your dyslexic loved one interested in learning how things work and then creating a better way to accomplish the same thing? These are all signs of a special gift, possibly driven by dyslexia. The second step is to start to use that gift to see if you or your loved one like using it. For your child, it might be joining an appropriate club or group at school. For adults, it might be dabbling in painting, playing an instrument, composing a song, collaborating with someone who has one of these gifts, or exploring virtual reality technology. Whichever way you start, don't put pressure on yourself or the person with dyslexia. Treat it as a hobby or a game. If you confirm that you or your loved one have a gift and that it brings joy, the third step is simple. Use that gift more extensively. You can donate or sell the paintings or music that were created. You can create a business using that talent. You might even pursue a career using your gifts or talents. So, what can we take away from this? Well, for starters, we can recognize that dyslexia is not a weakness, it's a strength. It's a unique perspective, a creative way of thinking, and the determination that can help us achieve great things. Actively look for dyslexia-related gifts, confirm their existence, and make sure you enjoy using them. Then turn your gifts into something more extensive. Focusing on dyslexia-driven gifts won't make the challenges of dyslexia go away, but in using these gifts, it can put the negatives in proper perspective and help you, your child, or your other dyslexic loved one feel much better and thrive in whatever you choose to do. If you want to learn more about dyslexia strengths, be sure to check out our video, Breaking Free, No Limits Dyslexia. And don't forget to share your own experiences with discovering and using a dyslexia gift in the comments below. And to learn more about dyslexia and how you can help your dyslexic loved one, get your copy of Loving Your Dyslexic at lovingyourdyslexic.com.